Hi, everyone. All right. In reply to a few of the questions, so what is the tiger doing basically to each of these animals? So to you in particular, whatever your animal is. So how I'm going to do this is you're going to look at the day. So here's the day, and underneath it there's an animal. So you're looking at this animal. Got it? All right. So, and I've got them all there, so I won't miss any of you. All right. So, firstly, the rat. With the rat, uh, the the rat. If you sit on a rat, you actually do not like this year's impulsiveness. Um, you know, even though a tiger is a very generous animal, the rat is not. He's generous and practical. You're not, and it's like you have to show some generosity and you have to get practical this year. So that's how it affects you. You'll find a way, don't worry, because the water always finds a way in that sense. But because the tiger and you are both energetic and outgoing, it's like me, 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 me. You feel like that. Okay. So really, you have different outlooks and different motivations. And so for you, the year will just challenge you that way, nothing more. If you go with the flow, you got it. All right. The ox. So with the ox, even though we call this on a hidden level when the elements harmonize together. So the ox and the tiger harmonize together. But the tiger, the year of the tiger um, has an effect on the ox because the tiger actually, the year thinks, a tiger is dull and, avoids change and excitement. um, Oxes are very predictable, and then comes in an impulsive tiger, and it's like it throws you off, and it's what am I going to do? So, because you are predictable as an ox and you like everything in order, you have this orderly fashion. What ends up happening is you don't get over that. So even though there's harmony there, you still have that, you're like a step behind this year. So put a firecracker up here and move faster because the year is very fast. For God's sake, we're nearly in April. That kind of thing. All right. But there is a harmony there. Beautiful, beautiful harmony. All right. So the year of the tiger, and if you are a tiger, um, very captivating for you. You become captivating because you've got support. It's like you have another friend sitting here next to you. Um, what you've got to remember is then all of a sudden you are impulsive and you have all this excitement, you have all this outgoing attitude, and then somebody else comes along and it's like, my seat, no, my seat. Got it? Raw, raw. Okay. So what do you do? It's kind of like the year is angry. So let's say the tiger has a clash on a certain day. It affects you, and you're thinking, "What's wrong today? What's going on?" Yeah. So it affects you that way. What's the best way to get through it? Is don't get too serious because that's what actually ends up happening with tigers when they become very very serious. And you got to remember nothing is half-hearted, that sort of thing. That's all you got to remember. So when you are raw, you're basically fighting for the limelight. Just wait your turn. That's all I can say. All right. What do we got? Rabbit. A rabbit is very diplomatic. They just want to keep the peace. So this tiger comes in, and it's like, "Roar!" And you poor little rabbit. Oh, I don't know what to say to you. Well, the beautiful thing about it is there's really nothing to worry about. The beauty of this is the tiger is the beginning of wood, The rabbit is the peak of wood, so on, so on. And so you're part of the same element in that sense, elementally. And they're an ally in a way, but you're, like that. But the tiger's like, you tear you apart. But yeah, so that's the rabbit. All right. Actually, if you stay under the radar, you'll be okay. No one will trample you. That's how it works. All right. So what I was saying before is the tiger is the beginning of wood. The rabbit is the peak of wood. The dragon is actually the end of wood. Okay. So dragon is full on action, no matter what time of the day it is, what day it is, what month, what year. They're just action. And then the year of the tiger comes in, and it's like action plus. It's Bruce Willis on speed. He doesn't need speed, but yeah. It's like you find someone like you. The year brings someone like you, full of action, etc. And it's pretty good, having a dragon. It's pretty good. Um, the the thing with most animals, they feel intimidated by the tiger. The dragon doesn't actually feel intimidated by it. Other animals do, but yeah. But it's a very exciting year for dragons because the year is action. They are all about action. You can become a little bit defensive, but yeah, because the dragon wants the stage as well, of course. Of course. All right. Then we go with the snake. Now, the snake is one of the, if you have a snake, one of the reasons you wear a pig is having a snake because it's the tiger year. So the tiger and the snake, they are both action, not actiony, but they're both travel stars. So they're about changes. So it pushes you to make the changes on another level. So you as a snake already shed your skin, and that's how you make the changes. You leave that skin and you move on. All right. But you are very suspicious. You are very secretive. Um, and you just, for you, the year has already started off and it's too dramatic. All right. So that's because of the tiger. So you're going to put on a pig just so that you don't feel as intimidated. Uh, and because with the tiger, it's there in your face, he's in your face. And for you, it's, uh, you know, as I said, you don't reveal much about yourself in that sense. So there can be conflicts because we call it a harm. So a harm means there's this miscommunication and there's your downfall. The harm is like you're the third party, you become the third party, or the tiger is the third party. So you're the third party of the tiger's the third party to you. So be very, very careful in business this year. Don't, just don't. Not on your own, yes, but not with anybody else if you have a snake. The horse, the horse and the tiger are part of a combine that we call healers. And so if you have a horse, that tiger has come in and it's in your face now, whether you like it or not. Yes, it's a soulmate in that way, part of the combine, uh, but it's healing, as in you have no choice. You've got to step into that. And you love that the year is action because the tiger is action, of course, and you're about action as well. So it's action, action, action. You're both quick and lively. You just spring into action, that type of thing. um, you're not worried about any challenges because it's harmonious. The challenges and the changes are harmonious, so you're not worried about that. um, for the horse, you may find it a little bit too aggressive, although some horses, depending on what's in the rest of the chart, you can be aggressive as well. So, you just sort of, what horses do is horses are spirit. So they just go into their own environment. You find your place wherever you sit, etc., and that's it. But you're actually on the path with the tiger in this, so you both are benefiting from it. Okay. The goat, Oh, so hang on. So that tiger and the horse, that makes more wood. So if you do have a horse anywhere in the chart, but if you are the horse as well, it's making more wood. So check what wood is for you because that's what it's making more of. I know everyone wants it to be money. Money, money, money. Anyway, the goat. The goat runs for the hills. The goat goes straight up the damn wall to the other side. It doesn't like the confrontation of a tiger, that fierceness. Um, it finds the tiger too much, just too much. All right. To the goat, the tiger's like got an ego, through the roof. You work much, much better if you just go with the flow. And when it is in your face, you know what to do. You just move out the way, really. What ends up happening is the tiger is intimidating for you in that sense. But the change of what is coming, that wood element becomes very demanding of you. And that's what you look at for all of you is the wood is changing. And what is it? All right. With the monkey, okay, the tiger and monkey, you've seen that on a lot of on the internet where the monkey's annoying the tiger and the tiger's just like wants to rip him apart. So mischievous, you are mischievous. Tiger's not into the mischief um, type of thing. Uh, it's a very confronting year for you. So, what is your wood elementally? That's the confrontation that's coming for you this year. Um, so, for a monkey, the year is up and down, up and down, up and down. So, uh, look at what wood is for you actually, and I'll talk about the water a little bit after this. So there's no winning for you in that sense, but it can become very destructive because it's a clash. A clash is a challenge, and that challenge is between what is the metal for you as the monkey and what is the wood for you as the tiger. All right. The rooster, um, oh, actually, the monkey can't accept failure. That's a very big thing. So good luck. All right. The rooster wants to scream from that, the fence that it stands on, like next, next, next. Yeah. He's not bothered by the tiger. He finds him as colorful as himself. So yeah. Um, the thing with the rooster though is if you don't follow his wishes, then he's not happy and he will just peck that way. The tiger will rip you apart, that type of thing. So yeah, there's no need for that. um, a rooster is not compromising and opinionated. So me, and the tiger doesn't do me. Ah, maybe some of you aren't liking what I'm saying. Anyway, yes, I know you'll send me messages, and I'm good with that. All right, the next one is the dog. Now, the dog loves the tiger because, again, that dog and the tiger are healers and it makes more wood. So, check what wood is for you, and there's healing happening here. So, for you as a dog, 2022 is kind of guiding you where to go because of this harmony as well. And you kind of know when to stop and then you capitalize on it. And that's how the dog works with 2022. It's you find that the year is bringing you a goal that helps you become grounded. Um, it makes more wood. Wood is that creativity, uh, and you may find that you're a little bit dominating, but you are with it. There's no fighting here. There's a humbleness that comes when the two are together, the dog and the tiger here. For the pig's the last one. So the pig, with the pig, you wear a pig if you have a monkey or a snake or a tiger. And the reason you're wearing a pig is because the pig is a soulmate or it combines, comes together with the tiger. And that way it keeps that tiger a little bit calmer. But put a pig and a tiger together and it's party, party, party. They're rowdy as they're allies, not worried about each other. Nah, they don't, not worried about tomorrow. This is what's going on with the pig this year. Not selfish, not aggressive by nature either. Going with the flow, actually. And responsibility, it's excuse me, it's a big thing for the pig this year. Uh, if you don't watch, if you're not responsible as the pig element this year, then you may as well, it'll be a short year for you because you take it and then you take it all for granted. So go with the flow. Now remember, this tiger has water above it, which then means the water is changing in your chart. You find what is water for you and what is wood for you. This isn't your chart, but you know what I'm talking about. So those two are about to change on a huge level. So I've just gone through each of the animals and it will change even more. And so for wood people, the change is you and what you learn, your ideas, your health is changing. You want to take better care of yourself, that kind of thing. All right. For fire people, your power is changing, as in your position is changing. Then you're looking at what animal do I sit on? And then the wood is also pushing you to change because wood fuels this fire. And then the water is trying to put out this fire. The position gets higher and higher from your ideas in that sense. The earth, elementally, the water is ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. The money is changing. The wood is also changing, and the wood is actually your position, your power, your status. That could be a job, it could be a bigger job, more money, could be the same job and promoted. The metal, on the other hand, the wood, the water is you open your mouth as a metal element and then ching, 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 ching. And it's coming from everywhere, that sort of thing. The water, by nature, water is already there. So you have competitors this year and they're competing for what you do, like your talents, your skills, your job as well. So, don't tell people your ideas if you're the water element because they're going to take it. All right. So that's the water and the wood for each of the elements as well. And then keep in mind there are other elements in your chart. If you've had a reading, wonderful, you know what it's all about. If you don't, call me. All right. Those that want a USB stick, let me know with the PowerPoints on it. Those that want a calendar, let me know. All right. So hopefully I've answered about 20 questions just doing all of that. So that was a really good one. All right. Good night.